TunePocket.com. TunePocket.com.
Good day. Good day to everyone. Welcome to the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And let's get right to it. So, today's topic will be sensory overload. Okay. And, triggers for sensory overload are highly individual. What might be tolerable for one person can be overwhelming for another. It's just not about the volume of noise or intensity of a sensation. It's the inability to filter out background sensory info. Someone experiencing sensory overload might find it difficult to articulate their discomfort, especially in the moment of distress. So, the first one, what might be tolerable for one person can be overwhelming for another. And I take it back to the years I was out there at FedEx, okay? My first job out of high school was FedEx, and it is a large environment. It's like a worldwide hub. Packages from all over the world come through there. Really FedEx and UPS are really extensions of the Memphis International Airport. The airport is its own, but FedEx is its own, as well as UPS is its own. So it's like different sections of the airport. You have like the military, UPS, you got FedEx, and you got the regular airport over here. Okay. Then you have all your small parts of the airport. But anyway, so like I said, my first job was at FedEx, and it's a worldwide hub. And I originally started out on days. Okay. I originally started out on days, but after my first year there, I switched to nights because you work nights, you get those automatic weekends off. You get those automatic weekends off on nights, okay? And when you were on days, you didn't get those automatic weekends off, but I switched nights because, again, you get those automatic weekends off. And it was around the time of 2010, 2011, where I said where I had really began to become discontent with that working environment, with the people, with the way people were acting out there. Again, what may be tolerable for one person can be overwhelming for another. And it was around 2010, midway through 2010, where I couldn't tolerate that environment no longer. I could no longer tolerate that environment. And it just got worse and worse. And a shitload of anxiety, depression. Anxiety, depression came about. Sensory overload too, and felt like sharp, like something sharp would stick in my skin. Felt like sharp things were hugging my body, and it was the whole time sensory overload. It was sensory overload the whole time, and I'll go to the third one. Someone experiencing sensory overload might find it difficult to articulate their discomfort, especially in the moment of distress. I was having sensory overload. I was just very, very good at hiding it. Okay. I was just very, very good at hiding it. So for me, I would say it was more silent sensory overload. More silent sensory overload. I was anxious. I was afraid to come out in that to go to work in that environment every night, but nobody knew it because I hid it so well. And not only did I hide it very well, once you start to get into your work, that sensory overload fades. That sensory overload fades into the background. It fades into the background, okay? And so, the thousands and thousands of people working out there, it just became way too much for me. It got progressively worse through 2011, and it was midway through 2012 when I made the decision that it was time for me to go. It was time for me to go, and so on August 31st, 2012, was my last day at FedEx, and I left, and to this day I don't miss anything about that. I don't miss anything about that place, other than the people that I worked with. Okay, other than the people that I worked with, I don't miss anything about that. But sensory overload involves anxiety, fear, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Now, I did have other reasons for leaving because I wanted to do something else. There were other reasons, but sensory overload was probably the main one. Just couldn't tolerate that environment no more. The way people were acting out there, the large work environment, thousands and thousands of people, became too much. And when I left, it just felt like a burden was lifted. A burden was lifted from me. And so yeah. So this is the holiday season, and there's going to be a lot of people posting pictures of, quote, money, gifts, whatever happy times are happening. So I saw a post. Um, I saw a post that had specifically to do with the holiday season. Okay, it's Christmas. So the post said, sending love to those of you who are alone this Christmas, who are working throughout, who are grieving the loss of a loved one, who are battling with mental health, who are fighting with physical fitness, who are having financial difficulties, who are having family troubles, who are isolated from family and friends, who aren't feeling merry and bright. We see you. Okay. So I think that was a pretty cool post. That's a pretty cool post. Yeah, sending love to those of you who are alone, working, grieving, battling, fighting financial issues, family trouble. Yeah. So also saw another one. Yeah. Okay. I saw another post that has to do with the holiday season, but has more to do with towards the end of the year, the new year. Okay. And so the post says in the next couple of weeks, you're going to be seeing a ton of people posting their yearly highlight reels. You're going to see big wins and the huge moments are the best thing that has ever happened. So you may see people posting pictures of graduations, people who got married, people who got a job promotion, people who got a raise, or whatnot. So, you're going to be seeing a lot of those posts for anybody who's on social media. A lot of those posts are going to be seen. And so, next couple of weeks, you're going to be seeing your yearly highlights or whatnot. And so this post just wanted to remind people who are having mental health struggles, like me, like you, the ones who are watching. A reminder that it's okay if your biggest accomplishment of 2023 is just simply surviving. Okay. So, that's a pretty good post, by Fight Through Mental Health, are the people who, put that poster up there. Fight Through Mental Health is the name. So yeah, in the next couple of weeks, you're going to be seeing a ton of people posting their yearly highlight reels, big wins, huge moments, best thing that's ever happened. A reminder that it's okay if your biggest accomplishment of 2023 was just surviving. Yeah, so so a shout out to all the ones who are dealing with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, thoughts of suicide. If you're at the end of 2023 and the only thing you did was survive, shout out to you. Okay, that's an accomplishment within in itself. All right. That's it, and that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I'm out of here. Peace out. God bless.